I don't know where my book. When I make that jot it down, that is going to be my book that permanently stays here because I can't find it. Mm. Good morning, Lynette. Good morning, Linda. I am trying to find my I have my pens, but I don't have my notepad. And and the for my in Patreon, the Rotary Cutters were doing the Jot It Down by Cadell Patterns, and it's a notebook planner cover. And I'm actually kind of excited. Well, I'm always excited to sew anything, but I'm really excited to cut this out and sew this one because I think I'm going to make it for this particular area right here because I promise you I can never find this notepad. It like kind of blends in with whatever project I have on my desk, or I rip parts off. Hmm. I have what I'm going to be having. These are like the modifications that we're doing to the Crescenda, and I can't find the notepad. Happy Sunday. Good morning. Good morning. Oh wow. So you get to see all the pores and all. Sorry, I look a little pale. This migraine is not, it's not my friend. Um yeah, I actually had a call the neurologist on Saturday. Well, I called and left a message on Friday, and then I left a message on Saturday, and he got the message on Friday, and he was going to call me back on Saturday. They don't work on Saturday. He just does a sort of window of time that he reaches out to people that he feels like it's an emergency situation. And I got a little bit more insight on what's going on and my new symptom when I have migraines. So fun. um yeah, it's called something with an A, and like 60% of people that have chronic migraines have it. And a lot of people get a mistake or get misdiagnosed with like fibromyalgia, and some people do have fibromyalgia and have migraines. Um, I right now my symptom is I in my right arm I have like sensitivity like on my forearm, like the back and front of my forearm, and then on my index and my thumb finger. It feels like I have like a bruise that's super sensitive. If like even when the blanket touches it, I like kind of flinch back. It's a weird symptom, and he just there when I go see him next time, they're gonna start treating that. Like if I get it again, like there's medication they could take to help prevent it. And I guess I was more surprised because I take a medication for my migraines already that is something to help with nerves, because sometimes migraines when they fire off in your head, they're like neurons, and if they and it's nerves that is causing that much intensity of a pain. So I thought for sure this would stop that. I would that's this is why I'm not a doctor. They go to school for so long. You have the mini notebook at your desk, Lynette? Yeah, I can't wait. I can't wait to do the jot it down. Like it's so funny because that group, the Rotary Cutters, is not very big, but like one person just it's a very different dynamic than any of the other groups in Patreon. Like the other groups, we talk about what we want to do. People kind of like state their cases, and we're all like, "Ooh, ah, that sounds cool." And then I bring it to the poll, and usually the one that I think is going to win based off of like the discussion, I'm always wrong. So it's always that's why it's always surprising to see who wins and who doesn't wins in there. And that's the beauty of having a voting system. There's you never know who's going to win. Um, and then with the Rotary Cutters, because I think there's like 6 or 8 of us, it's like a small amount of people. Somebody would be like, "Yeah, jot it down from KDL," and everyone's like, "Oh yeah, I have that," or "We never made a notebook cover," and that's it. That we That's the gist. We picked the 2 days and we're making it. And it's a very different dynamic. It's just like because there's fewer people, like we want to make things that we don't want to be like wallet, 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 basket, basket, basket. It's just like so many different things. I already got a suggestion for the month of May, which is a super cute one that I'm going to throw into the group towards the end of this month to see if they want to do it. It's a different dynamic. So it's interesting. And see, for the interviews, the Patreon people don't have any idea. It's my wild card. I'm talking to a person I'm interviewing with next week, and it's going to be towards the end of this month if they'll have it. But I guarantee you, when they see this person, they're going to flip out because it's no one they can even expect that would be on there. So, but they're a good dear friend of mine. So, it's going to be fun. And they're going to talk to them about color theory and different motifs, when and how, like picking big prints on bags, because I get that a lot. I use a lot of big prints on bags, and I love using small prints on big bags and big back prints on big and on small bags. I kind of go outside the box. I like to color outside the lines. And this person kind of does something similar, and they're gonna go over things like that, just so that way they can help with like having people like color a little bit outside their lines, get them to realize sometimes being uncomfortable in a situation when it comes down to fabrics, not in life, but fabrics, might bring them to the next level of their bag making skills. So every month I'm trying to get a different topic just to help expand the horizons of the Patreon peeps. Let's see. You order some sublimation blanks for a notebook. It's some fun. Yeah. I need to get some more of the ink. I'm going to probably order some this week. There's this new ink though that can sublimate on cotton. So I've been looking at that and trying to figure out how I can clean my ink heads because it uses a sawgrass printer. But if you have residue of previous like jet subli or some kind of ink head, if you try to put that in, it can destroy the printer. Um, just look at some of the places that sell sawgrass. You can see this new ink. It's been all over for the last past 2 weeks, and a lot of people have been previewing it in the t-shirt world. Like I said, you need to like. I highly suggest you to go outside of our world of just bag making. You'll learn so much more. You'll learn more from quilters, leather makers, people that make t-shirts, hat makers. There's always something that you can grab from them and learn and how to utilize it in your bag making skills. But there's a new sublimation in town that you can use on cotton, and it's very vibrant. It's brand new, and it's been all over the t-shirt world this whole month. So if you have a chance, go look at it. But the issue is if you already have a sublimation printer, I haven't found someone that can show you to make sure that you can wipe out the residue completely of like the subjetly or previous ink cartridges to put this new cartridge in. So I don't know if you haven't bought a sublimation printer and you've been on the cusp, you might want to look at it because it uses the same sawgrass printer that you see all your loved ones on YouTube or whatever using, but now there's a different ink that can be used on cotton, which opens up the world even bigger. It's not just polyester. Yeah, I'm excited. I haven't done a binder. If I keep looking down, guys, I'm sorry. The ring light is like this headache just will not go away. It's not as intense as it was on Wednesday. It's there. It's just there. And my the sensitivity in my arm is driving me nuts. I think making a notebook. I have the moon dance from Sincerely Jen, and I've been wanting to make it and jot it down. I'm bought it this morning, and I seen it a long time ago, and I wanted to make it, but like losing my my journal just made me realize that it'll be fun to take some of my like really pretty vinyls and make a really nice journal and have it for each one of my desks so I can be like, Captain's Log journal, um, Patreon's journal, Shinova's journal. Just have them, and the chances of me misplacing it, because these just have like regular backings or whatever. I misplace these all the time, and I just rip. This is literally Patreon's modifications for the Crescenda. I just rip it and just put it on the side somewhere, praying to God that I can locate it one time when it comes. So yeah, so I need to get more organized and have more journals for different things, because I would like to go back and look at notes from previous months without accidentally throwing things away. So I'm actually really excited to do the jot it down con notebook. Good morning, Christine. No, I'm not taking Veriflex. Are you talking about Veriflex by Sawgrass? I think that's what it's called. I think that's what it's called. I didn't bring my tablet with me, but yeah, they're doing all these crazy videos. I was looking at the t-shirt guys and whatever. The one thing they're just hyper talking about right now is that if you have like ink subly, is that what I have from Sawgrass? I can see the boxes, but not the names. Don't you hate that? Like when you locate exactly what you want to talk about, but like the name is I think it's ink subly. Like if you have like the original um uh sublimation stuff in there, and I'm out too because I just ran out because I made keychains for AwesomeCon for thank you gifts. I just ran out, and the only reason why I stumbled upon it is it kept this particular t-shirt brand. I watch their YouTube videos whenever they come out with new stuff, because you never know when you might want to upgrade or find something new. And I seen this, I was like, shut the front door. It can sublimate on more than just polyester, regular sublimation does, and the colors are so bright and vivid. And so then there's a couple of women that I follow that do t-shirts on YouTube, and they have huge followings. They have like the most sweet and cool, endearing personalities, and it's one of the reasons why I follow them is that their personality automatically drew me to their page. They're 100% real, raw, and then it's just funny because they have moments like I do where like a kid walks in or a dog walks in, and it's not like so like professional. I know that sounds weird, but I don't view YouTube as a super professional thing. I know some people might, but I have a family, and if I'm doing this from home and I'm not in a studio, chances are I'm going to get disrupted by a child, kid, Kindle, somebody, dog. Loki comes in here, Loki all the time just to be here. So I actually appreciate when I see somebody that has like a million followers have a dog come in out of nowhere, because it just makes me feel like I'm not doing something wrong. Like you're being authentically you. Like so, yeah. You have the Sawgrass printer and you have Epson sublimation. Yeah. Oh, my Sawgrass printer is easy. I don't have any issues with it. The software that goes with it is like easy peasy. I have not one issue. The issue I have right now is that the new ink that comes out, no matter what sublimation machine you have, the new ink is saying that if you put this ink into any sublimation printer, whether it's Sawgrass or whatever, the Brothers has one that's a new sublimation. Any printer that's a sublimation, it can ruin your printer heads because you already put the synthetic um sublimation printer ink in there that's meant for polyester. So I'm trying to figure out if is there a way that you can clean it out to make sure like it's factory reset where there's your printer heads are completely clean so that way you can use this new ink. In my head, I already know the answer is no, but I definitely would like to try. But I'm afraid to try because if you put this ink in there and you pay, the ink is inexpensive. For the pack is $99 versus paying $400 for the sublimation ink as it is. Um, but if you put this ink in here and then your Sawgrass machine acts up, you just destroyed a horrible machine. I mean, not the machine. You just destroyed your machine horribly. I'm sorry. So, like, that's what I'm thinking. But the Sawgrass is very easy to follow. Like, very easy. Like, it walks you through this. I feel like the software walks you through just like a Brother Scan and Cut or any other software we get. Um, it kind of reminds me of the laser cutting software. It just, you walk through it and it just, there it is. I had no issue. I just ran out of ink. I need to get more. So, but I would have never even knew about this if that video didn't come out, and then I wasn't on. I get my ink from a t-shirt guy, and he's like, "Did you see this new ink?" And I'm like, "Oh my god, why did you tell me about this new ink? And there's a chance I can't use it in my printer because it will destroy my printer heads." So, it's pretty cool. So if you haven't got a sublimation printer, look, and you've been wanting to try, you might want to try this new one because you can sublimate on cotton too. You can do it all the other ways that we do it on polyester, all that stuff, but you also can do it on cotton. And I just think that's just opening up another door because now you don't have to put, like, you can sublimate on like cotton t-shirts instead of having a polyester t-shirt. I don't know about you, but I hate polyester t-shirts. I sweat I sweat really bad, and it doesn't look cute. It doesn't look cute when I sweat. So I like rayon or nice cotton t-shirt to go for it. Yep. Yeah, I think that's it. E-Subly. I think that's exactly what I have. I'm literally looking at this. It just, if you guys can see what I can see, it just has the box. It has like the white slash and it has the M, the K, like the colors, but it doesn't say the thing. It's driving me nuts. Yeah. Maybe the Geek Squad, you're right, I should look to see if the Geek Squad could do it. Um, I know I hear good things about the Brothers sublimation. I have 2 friends that have it, and they love it. They also love the software that goes with it, and there's a lot more sublimation machines. There's a lot more sublimation machines out now than when I bought before. So just look into it. I just thought you guys should know about the new ink out because when I was looking for ink, I was like, there is tricky little ways that you can put it on different thing, but this is like no trick. It could just right off you print it, you could put it on a cotton shirt, heat it up, and gone. There's no like sand and all this other crazy stuff you have to do to try to get it onto there. It's readily like available to do just like a regular t-shirt. So I thought, hey, because we use a lot of cotton in bags, I'm like, this is a really cool thing. So I thought you guys should know. All right, so we did not open up day 12, and today day 13. Tomorrow's the last day, day 18. I know most of the days I did a recording while I was at AwesomeCon. You had like 14, you had like 4 or 5 days of recording, but here we go. We're almost done. I'm kind of sad. I hate when these things end. So here we go, the day 12. Here's a little something to give your next project a touch of class and sophistication. Use it for the last item to finish this look. Again, reusable packaging is always nice. I think I love the packaging on this because they didn't like steer away from color for the galactic theme. They were bold with the purple, silvers, and like golds. I think that's really pretty. All right. What are these? Hold up. We gotta open it. They're called grommet strap connectors. We need to open these up without ripping the QR code too much. I haven't seen these on their site. Of course, there's a staple on here. Okay. Give me just a second. Usually I'll be singing. Do, 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 do. Oh, these are cool. So the grommet, you install the grommet, you unscrew, there's a screw here and a screw here. You install the grommet like you do a regular screw and grommet, and then you put this in, and this becomes a connector. That is freaking genius. They give you 2. So Oh, I like that. That's nice. I want a direct transfer. I see that there's a lot of startup companies, lady, that has direct transfer. They're trying to do more of them, but like a lot of them are really expensive to start off with. So I'm seeing a lot more people doing a newfound, like a cheaper version. So hopefully we'll see some more come. And that was it. And wait, hold on. Oh, and a magnet. So I'm gonna stick these things back in here. I knew I felt something else. I like that. I like the grommet. I like the grommets with the grommet connectors. It puts it gives a certain sophistication to your bag. And how did you do it? Like when if you give that bag to get as a gift, or you sell it, or someone sees it and they want to buy it, they're looking at you like, how did you do it? All right. So day 13. This is a brand new and carefully selected item that will leave you star-eyed and making them perfect to fit for the last item. The last item is tomorrow, so now I'm curious. I was watching Jess from So Many Creations on Friday. She had like this witchy print pork. Yeah, like while watching her on Friday, I just bought some. I was like, yeah. And then I also she had this print that doesn't come out until June, so I just bought it together, knowing that I won't get both of the prints until June, called Black Mamba Snake. Do yourself a favor, hop over to So Many Creation, go through the court, go all the way down to the blacks, and you'll see Black Mamba print snake, and you're welcome. Okay? And this is pretty. Oh, I don't know if it's blue or purple. Honestly, it keeps shifting. And my eyes are not the best right now because, this is blue. This is what you'll see. What I'm saying. This is blue, and this is purple. So that's nice. I like the back. Whenever they have this backing and we use foam, it just like it's like a Velcro stuck to it, and you don't really have to baste it. So we use foam in the next project. This is my favorite kind of vinyl to use because it just sticks to it. So there's 2 parts. Well, no, actually 3. So I wonder if these are pre-cut out. Oh, and this part has tape on it. So let's see why. It has like a shift because look at the scissors. These are the duckbill tulip pink. It kind of has a shift. I promise you that clingy plastic to repurpose is like my nemesis. And there is foam. This is what I use when I do roll handles sometimes when I want it to be soft. So I'm curious what we're going to be doing with day 14's project. So they're cut in 3 different pieces, width and length. So I wonder if they pre-cut it out for us, which if they did, thank you. So it's nice and soft and pliable. I'm curious of what we're making now on day. I mean, this with the silver is going to be really pretty. It is going to give it a more futuristic thing because more likely, if you've seen this color, you would want to try to go for the iridescent. But making it go with the silver will make it look very more futuristic. Putting iridescent with this, in my opinion, will kind of wash out the hardware and wouldn't make it a feature. So I'm kind of digging like having the silver with it and making not only the fabric stand out, but the hardware. Good morning. It's really beautiful fabric. You got some of the witchy print too, Arnetta? Okay, I had to get it. But see, I was going to go because the color behind the witching print is cinnamon. So I already know that I test a lot and I was going to get cinnamon so that way I can do it. But then I was like, you know what? If like the accent features are cinnamon, it's going to wash that out. So this is the reason why I wanted someone to come on and do interview with about color theory because it's really important because sometimes you can have the most badass bag but if it's the wrong print or the wrong like colors, people won't recognize it. This person before has spoken about color theories and told people that sometimes the bags that she loves the most, people don't love the most. And then she slowly realized through the years about color theory and what makes people pop. Just kind of like I said here, we naturally would see because of the color shifting, we would pick an iridescent because this is iridescent in its own right. But Sally Tomato was like, nah, dude, we're gonna go for a silver, which actually to me is correct. A silver or a gunmetal on this will not only bring out the fabric, but it will become its own accent feature. I think actually gunmetal would be better on this because it will make the bag look a little bit darker. Silver will make it a little bit lighter. So having these different color theories with even hardware can help improve and make your back look more, push it out more than the others. And it's really important. So, oh yeah, the Moonbeam from Hungry Hippie. Yeah, I love that fabric, but I always feel like I have to interface that one a lot. I bought I bought the Moonbeam twice and I used it twice and I had to use EB Fuse on that because it's very nice. It does have a nice grip on the bottom. Yeah, color cards help a lot. And also sometimes I hate you quoting Coco Chanel because she wasn't the best person. She did have an eye for style. We can't deny that. But she wasn't a good person. So but like, sometimes taking away the last thing we put on can help your bag a lot. Sometimes we pile so much onto our bag that it winds up looking like it's clutter. And by just simply removing the last thing we put on our bag can make our bag pop out. And if you really look at Chanel's palettes, they usually are very simplistic and clean, and the hardware is always in contrast with the fabric. So, and it's like a signature move. Like if it's a black bag, it has silver or gold hardware. It does not have like black hardware. So like if it's a white bag, the only time you're going to see black hardware is if it's on a white bag. So like having contrasting hardware, having contrasting threads is a signature trait of Coco Chanel. So, like, whenever you feel like you're getting stuck and you're not understanding why your bags are not popping out, sometimes whipping out old books, there's a lot of bag books. There's a lot of bag books that show you how all bags where the orient, how like a baguette can turn into this, this, and this. Start looking up color theory and going to your library, go down to your fashion district, and even I hate to say this, go look at the bags that they make that are mocking, um, like real name bags. You'll see the reason why some of these mock bags are worth hundreds of dollars is because they follow the same pattern, like the stitching, the coloring, like everything. These things are important in bag making. It's one thing to say, hey, I want my bags to look like this, but then how can you improve on them? So learning that, hey, I want to use this color, and as much as I love antique, I can't put antique with this. It would wash out the fabric. It would make the bag look kind of tacky, and it wouldn't look cute. It won't stand out. Pulling gunmetal or nickel would be my best bet, and it will make the bag look unique and give it some more characteristics. So going outside of your comfort zone is key, especially if you want your bag to stand out. Using black matte would be very good too. The only reason why I think I would use because only reason I would use regular black is because it's the galactic theme, but matte black would be also really nice too because I would think of like Mars or something you know how Mars is like kind of like deserty or sand and the matte would bring me there. So I think that's a really good choice. So yeah, go for it. And then you can and definitely you can use, if you're going to use like matte black, I would use my thread all black if I did any designs onto the bag or whatever, so it pops out. One of the biggest bags I sold, what was it? I didn't even get to show you the Doctor Who Cassiopeia, but it was all till, and I used this like this wicked white and blue till thread, and the stitching was so contrast that I swear if I sneezed that it would like bounce off. And the people, that was that person's favorite feature on there, was the stitching. They just kept running their finger over the stitching like I've never, they're like, I sewed all my life and I've never seen stitching like this. And it was because it was contrasting. Like having something a little bit different sometimes helps tremendously in you getting your sell. So yeah. Yeah, color cards help a lot. So, and look at, there's a lot of color, there's like a lot of bag books and just color theory in general. So if you have a chance, just play around with it. Like if you have a color that's like, I don't know, um, I don't have it. Why don't I have any solid colors around me? If you, I was going to show you what I got at Hobby Lobby yesterday that I thought was cute, but we'll use it as a color theory. Let's say you get yellow, right? And you're like, what colors go with yellow? You put it in the wheel chart. There's the wheel chart online, yellow, and then they'll give you a list of colors that go well with yellow. Therefore, you can go into your workroom and be like, oh, this, and this, and this go with it. And it will help you create things. And then you can one up it. Like you can use two colors with it. A couple of my bag friends that do really beautiful bags, they have a tendency of using like yellow as a main color, but then they have two accent colors. So you can mix things up that way as well. So I was at Hobby Lobby yesterday because I needed to get some matte black, not matte black, thanks. I'm thinking matte black now. I had to get some waterproof canvas because I want to make a mock-up of I was gonna make a mock-up today, but I'm gonna most likely make it up tomorrow of of a bag. And I went into they have like a little bin of notions for like underneath $1, and I always try to keep a like emery board or a nail file down here because I snag nails all the time. And I don't know if anyone else is like this, that if I have a snag nail, like I become hyper focused on it. I don't know why. I'll be sewing and I stop focusing on like the number. I'm like now focusing on this nail that has like a chip in it or a snag. So I have a tendency of keeping them, and they have these cute little ones, and they're like rulers and like this, and they were like 199 and they were 40% off yesterday. So I was like, score. And I got that. And then right next to it, they have like a hair supply store, and I went to go get like me and my daughter like scalp if you guys don't know, I love doing hair treatments. I don't know why. I like, this is like a low-key pampering myself on Sundays. So I always get like me and my younger daughter, they have like scalp treatments and like deep conditioning treatments. She hates getting her hair done, but I don't care. I believe in hair treatments. So, so I went there, and then they had like, okay, you guys always see these in my videos. If you watch my YouTube videos, I usually have these, and for my singeing ones. So I have this one, and I have the one from At Say Creations that is like 3 years old now. They had this one, and it was for $2.99. And yeah, buddy, I am super excited about this. And I'm like, what? I can't explain to you how it's like the prettiest color blue. So yeah, that was my haul from yesterday. I didn't stay out very late or long because Kendall was laughing. It was like extremely overcast, like Freddy Krueger Friday the 13th kind of weather, but it was so bright to me. So I had my sunglasses on. We went to these two places because I had to get waterproof canvas, and my Joann's, they never have waterproof canvas, and I actually don't want to go to Joann's because I'm afraid I might actually cry in the store. So I went to Hobby Lobby. Everything was 40% off. I got my waterproof canvas. I got my emery board. And what else did I get? I think that's the only two things I got from Hobby Lobby, and I got this gun and I went home. And he drove me because I don't know. When I have a bad migraine, I just don't feel like being behind the wheel is that safe. So yeah, and I went to the beauty supply to get a hair treatment, which man, my head is killing me. I'm wondering if I'm going to do that tomorrow or something because I just need this headache to go away. No, this was by the Lobby at a beauty supply store. I have no idea why this would be at a beauty supply store. So, it was I paid for my deep conditioning treatments, and this was sitting in, like, the register with, like, 2 others. I was like I was gonna ask why, but then I was like, "Oh, can I have the blue one?" I was like Oh, they have you can use them. People buy them from the part thing. They have regulations on how low and how high. You can just use them on the lowest thing, and the lowest thing comes out like a regular lighter. So, most of the all of them have it. Like this is the one from Walmart, and even the one from Walmart has where how the gauge of how high and how low you want it. Yeah, the little torches, yeah, exactly. They have a lock where you can turn it off, and then they have a small gauge on the side where you can have it extremely low or extremely high. So, and what I like about these is that, just like a regular lighter, you can fill them up with butane, and you fill them up on the bottom. This one is really cool because this one has a turn lock and key. Like you have to unlock it, fill it up, then turn it and lock it back. So it's cool. But both of them have any if you get any kind of lighter that kind of looks like this, it works perfectly fine because all you have to do is if you use any kind of lighter, all you have to do is put it on its lowest settings and you're good to go. So they are like little torches. They just have a smaller setting. You just have to go to the small setting and just practice. Like anything, practice makes progression. And you're good to go. You gave your mama gave you two of those? Oh, IO. Yeah, they're cool. They're like I don't know why they're at I still should have asked why was this at the beauty supply store. Beauty supply stores are interesting. They always have like the weirdest stuff, but like then you get it because it intrigues you. Like I don't know. Hey Cynthia, it like they have the weirdest stuff there. But yeah, I like Kendall was like, "What are you looking for?" I was like, "I was looking for, I was looking for like like I believe in like okay, so you know how like you exfoliate your face, your arms, your body, like like there was a certain product from I don't know if you guys know who Taharji P. Henson is. She's in a lot of movies. I'm pretty sure that you've seen before. She is a really good, phenomenal actress. She can sing. She was in Empire. She was the cookie on Empire. But she's been so much more than that. She has a hair care line, and she when she first came out with the hair care line, she had this really great scalp scrubber. So like you would put the bottle, it looks like a little comb, and you would put it on your scalp. It's called like a pre-shampoo thing. So what you would do is you put it all over your scalp, and you rub your fingers, and it will exfoliate your scalp. And it's similar to like when people use like Neutrogena or like if they have dandruff or something like that, it would be something along that line. But I don't know what happened to this one particular lineup, if it always is sold out or whatever. So I was looking for something similar. I was in the store searching like for something similar, and like there was one thing that had it, and then my friend was like, "Hey, go to Sephora's. They have something like this." But she couldn't like she snapped the box label, and then when I called them they were like, "Oh yeah, you only can get that online." So I did buy it online, but I don't know the name of the brand. I think it's like a Sephora brand. um but yeah, so that's why I was out and about yesterday. I was on Women on a Mission. um but I didn't fully get everything that I needed, but this is how I got this. So sometimes when you go looking for hair products, you come home with sewing projects products. I don't know what this is for though. So, um, yeah, that's all I have for you guys today. So I hope everyone has a really good Sunday and that everyone just has a great weekend and that you guys are able to relax or sew or do whatever you want to do. And I'll talk to you guys tomorrow and Monday. And I hope, yeah, I already told you guys have a good weekend. Talk to you later. Bye.